Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you guys are having a great day. Let the new year come in. 2018 is over with. 2019 is here. Set your goals up. Get those goals going. And let's just get this new year in motion and forget about last year. That's how I look at it right now. Today, I'm going to be talking about something I just found out about after watching a documentary about different investments, especially within the African American community. It was a great special. Dr. Royce Watkins was on, and other people were on it. So loved it, learned a lot, and it's about a topic called annuity investments. Excuse me. And basically, I'm just going to discuss the different one-on-one aspects of it, insurance, annuities. Obviously, I'm not a financial professional. I'm not a certified financial professional, so don't just go off of what I'm saying. Do your own research. Talk to a financial analyst. See what works best for you. Everything is different, and I just wanted to put that specific disclaimer out there because any and everything is different. So I'll leave it at that. So let's get into this. Now, investors buy annuities from insurance companies to ensure that they have enough income to live in retirement. I think it's a beautiful thing. I always talk about different aspects of retirement accounts, 401ks, IRAs, TSPs, whatever have you, whatever you can, money market accounts, whatever you can invest in, or a retirement account, because since pensions are even a thing of the past, even if you work for any sort of a government agency, they don't usually have the best pension plans, and a lot of governments are running out of money nowadays. So society's basically put it on the worker, and people know that most retirement plans aren't enough money for people to live off of. So that's why you have to have as many as possible and be as strategic as possible and get as much financial intelligence that you can gather within a lifetime in order for you to become one of the best investors out there, and then two, have a comfortable retirement. That's just my little personal opinion on that one, but I digress. So, an annuity, they also represent a series of fixed amounts payments paid at irregular intervals over a specific amount of time. An investor receives these payments in exchange for contributing a lump sum upfront payments to insurance companies. So it's something for the most part, you're utilizing with your insurance company. And so a lot of people have various amounts of different insurance, and that insurance could be State Farm, Geico, etc., and so forth. A lot of times people have their life insurance with Geico, but they'll have the car insurance with State Farm and vice versa. So however you do it is however you do it, whatever works for you. Like I said, everybody's different, So, and then the question always comes in, when is an annuity a good investment? And it states, and I quote, first and foremost, an annuity is an insurance product, which means you buy it to reduce risk. You should understand how the annuity income is taxed, when income could start, what investment options are available, and how the annuity completes other investments one has. Like I stated earlier, you have a series of investments, but you want to make sure, like the statement says, that it coexists with your current investments, so it doesn't really overshadow anything. And it's like you're gonna have this X amount of dollars over time for your retirement, but you're not going to be able to really live off that money. So how does this annuity, whichever one that you pick, how does that really play into what you're looking for and the extra supplemental income that you're going to need when you officially retire? And that's one thing that I think is great. It shows the different retirement plans that are out there, and obviously you see annuity on there, Roth IRAs, traditional IRAs, brokerage accounts. Like I said, you do the research yourself. You go to the financial professionals. You get their financial professional advice. You don't just go off of what I'm saying. I'm just giving you the one-on-one aspects of it. Do your homework, dig in there. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just giving you some options to explore for yourself. I look at it like that. So let me get back to it. And so the biggest advantages of annuities, because there's always an advantage and a disadvantage, so I'm about to go over that. And one of the advantages is that annuities offer a variety of things that allows one to stock away larger amounts of cash and defer paying taxes. And everybody knows they don't like paying taxes, right? I know I don't, but I do anyway. We're all supposed to. Unlike other tax-deferred retirement accounts such as 401ks and IRAs, there's no annual contribution limit for the annuity. And I think that's an upside, because with a lot of 401ks and IRAs, there's usually a limit that you can contribute every single year. So you could be a billionaire, but there's still With that, that's probably why billionaires really don't utilize IRAs and 401ks. But that's just another story for another day, because it's not really going to make the money work for them how they wanted to. And then two, it's like if you're a really rich person, you don't like having a limit on the amount of money that you can invest. So those things are really meant for people who working regular people that aren't billionaires. So different story for a different day. Disadvantages of a fixed annuity is the liquidity aspects of it. You can buy a fixed annuity with either a single premium or with a series of periodic premium payments. That could be considered a downside. The taxes, you can buy a fixed annuity with previous tax earnings or with tax deferred funds such as individual retirement accounts money. Principal protections, and to me, I don't even see that. Well, I know why that's a downside when it comes to the IRAs, because when you take money out of an IRA and you take it out before it's time for you to actually retire, you get a penalty towards that you have to pay. It's like the IRA or the 401k, it's a penalty you have to pay. So that could be a downside depending on your situation, because a lot of times people utilize the money, take that money out to invest in a business, to invest in a home, to invest in multiple homes, or to put it into an annuity like this. So it's like it's a plus and minus. It's depending on your situation, how you look at it, And another disadvantage is that there's inflation risk, and then there's principal protection. So that when it boils down to it, those are your advantages and those are your disadvantages. But like any investment that you have in life, there's always going to be an advantage and a disadvantage. You can't always have it your way. It's not like Burger King. Anybody that tells you that they've owned a home, there's always been a disadvantage of owning a home. There's been a lot of advantages, there's a lot of disadvantages. Owning a car, owning a business, advantages, disadvantages, all the same. Having a job, advantages, disadvantages. Nothing's ever 100% solid. So I leave it at that. So I'll get into how to buy or sell an annuity. Now, according to my research that I've done, and please, like I said, do your own research. Insurance brokers generally control the market. They control the market for individual investors to buy annuities. An annuity cannot be sold, like a regular stock. But an annuity can be redeemed with an insurance company. So you talk to your insurance company and see how the rules and regulations work out with them and how their policies work, and see which one works for you. And early redemption and surrender fees are usually erroneous, but they decrease the longer an annuity is held. So the longer you hold out, the certain fees that are applied when you try to take the money out go down. So like I said, it's the gift and the curse. You gotta look at it like that. Certain weaknesses of annuities: you have a variety of annuities that offer less downside market protection. Annuity contracts are complicated and carry what a lot of people consider to be a significant surrender fees. So meaning that there's a lot of fees when it comes down to trying to obtain the money back from, especially when you getting an exuberant amount of profits from your annuity, trying to get the money out. The fees can be kind of high, catchy, but like I said, just depends on your situation. And then another weakness to having an annuity: if you die early, then you will not get back the full value of your investment. The downside to the longevity risk, where the insurance company benefits when the policyholder doesn't live that long. So like I said, always an upside, always a downside. Got to see what works for you. Other strengths when it comes to owning an annuity and contributing to an annuity: they offer downside protection in a declining stock market environment. Hence, as you see what's going on today with the stock market going down, baby. And so in these certain situations, it's in one's best interest, if they can afford it, to have an annuity. Hey, you just have to look and see what works for you. Like I said, full disclaimer: I'm not giving advice. I'm just giving out some one-on-one aspects to it. Annuity annual returns for annuities are much more fixed. They even come with some level of guarantees, which I love the word guarantees. Fixed returns regardless of how financial markets perform. So when it goes up, down, there are certain guarantees when it comes to your contributions from annuities. And the annuities, they offer one of the best offsets to longevity risk, because with any investment there's a risk, or the risk an individual might outlive his or her investments. And you never know. Sometimes you will, sometimes you won't. It just depends on the person. And a lot of times with annuities, insurance companies, they offer pooled risks that help individual investors. So a lot of liquidity going on, its medium aspects of liquidity, historical returns usually are medium, and inflation protection at times can be low depending on the annuity that you pick, because there's so many. I haven't even gone to the amount of annuities that one can pick, but I figure when it comes to learning about something, just like I've learned about this recently, you get the one-on-one aspects of it and then you go from there. Just like when I started learning about the stock market and stocks and bonds, I got the one-on-one aspects, I went from there. Same thing with getting individual retirement accounts. I have 3 now. I learned the one-on-one aspects and I went from there. And I implore you to do the same thing, especially when a new year. Try to get as many investments as possible, because when you do, you are, in a sense, you're basically creating a better retirement for yourself. And even if, say, if you passed away today, you at least leaving some. If you're not going to be able to leave your kids a house or business, you're at least able to leave them something that they can help bury you with, one, and then 2, something that they could probably invest in themselves or their kids, etc., and so forth, for their college, things of that nature. Because we already know how outrageous that can be. But like I said, contact your local insurance company or give it another insurance company that you're not even dealing with and see what they have to offer, and do your best to pick the best plan. To contact your actual financial analyst, and I'm sure they can guide you to the promised land when it comes to different kinds of investments, especially when it comes to annuities. Hopefully you guys like the video. Happy New Year. If I don't make a video before the new year, 2019 is our year, especially for the entrepreneurs, especially for the financial intelligence people. Block out all that nonsense that's going on in the media. It's all about being positive and getting it done. No crybaby nonsense. It is a new year. It's a new time. Let's get it done. Please subscribe. Please check out my online store, and have a great rest of the year of 2018, because it is over. Take care.